day everyone. As I promised you, I now would like to talk about TRAMs. TRAM is a vehicle which was not featured in the original Transport Tycoon game. In the original game you could buy buses, trucks, trains, ships and planes. And in my game so far we can have buses, trucks and trams. Of course, I told you in the intro video, and you can find the links in the description, I told you that this is not a remake nor a remastered version, this is just a game inspired by Transport Tycoon. So to create and to buy some trams, first let's see how we create tram rails. We have an icon here, tram rail construction, and we have three different type of rails. One is the straight, we have a turn, and we have a four-way cross. So we do not have any three-way cross as by the road, which is something like this, to have a three-way cross. We cannot do something like this with tram rails. Why we can do this I will tell you in a couple of minutes, but first let's create some tram rails. Of course we can build this almost the same as roads. The fact that it will not build any tram rail on that road surface now, when we are in this long rail mode, this is not a bug, this is a feature. We can update this tile only one by one. So if I click here, now it's a tram rail and a road tile combined. So if I click here and I create this long rail, of course it's not a bug that it won't create any rail on that road, it's a feature. We can do this only one by one. Of course I can update this tile here to make sure it's a road. I will create some little bridge also, like this. I now use a lot of shortcut keys. Maybe I will talk about shortcut keys in the future. And now I want to do some funny thing here, which will be that I'm going to cross my own path. So you will see this in a second. So this is where I put this four-way cross. So now it crosses, the tram rail crosses its own path. So, and the reason that we cannot select any three-way crossing element by tram rails is that the rule in my game for the trams are that they have to go around in a circle. So if I select build buildings and select tram depot, and now you see two tiles marked with yellow. Of course each of these tiles will be updated, so if I click here you see that this tile also updated, and here you can see, and here it is the only one place where you will see a three-way cross or a tram rail. This way we can make sure that we cannot create any junctions with the tram rails, and they always go around in a circular path. So if I jump into this depot and buy a vehicle, and by the way now we only have this one tram available, which is called Guns, which is this yellow-white little tram I created in Blender. As I told you in the last episode, I am not a big genius in a Blender, I can only create these locally objects. And if we hit info, we see our tram's information. It's pretty much the same as by vehicles, the consumption is in kilowatt hour, and all the other information is the same. Something which is not the same is the fact that we cannot specify any route for the trams. So we can't click this route button, but we can hit go drive without any route set, because as I told you, we can't and we don't have to, and we cannot even set a route because the tram will find its own route, and as it goes out of the depot, it always chooses the right side to go. The right, it turns right and it goes around in counterclockwise. So this little tram now goes around this imaginary city, and as it has no stations, it will never stop. So if I jump back to this depot, I see that the profit and income go into minus, and that it will have a inspection in 20 days. Now of course I can create some stations with this button, handle stations, and I'm going to put a station here and another one here. So now we see that our little tram, which is shaking as it goes around on this track, stops at each station, but as no buildings are around that station and no one lives there, it carries 0 passengers. Of course we can call home to the depot, this tram, and if we call it home, of course it will come home to the depot. Let's see this. Of course it stops at each station, but as no one is there, passengers is 0. And now it's home, but I'm going to click go drive again. And what I am going to do is that I will create some buildings. Now we will see when it will have some passengers. A couple of days need to go by until passengers will arrive at a given station, and of course if a tram is not coming, they will go home. Oh, and this is something funny. Now you see those little dots, those little colored dots, those are the passengers waiting at the station. I hit F1 as info. 44 passengers are waiting for this tram. Now only 40, because they are fed up that the train is not coming, and now you see that this hide at passengers means that they are not visible. Show means that they are visible. And I saw a little bug, because if I move this around, now the passengers are visible through this game options window, which should not happen. So this is a bug which needs to be fixed. But passenger show and hide means this, that we can see how many passengers are waiting here, and we don't have to click the info button to see how many people are there. So let's jump back to the depot, and now we see that the capacity is 32 and that there are 32 passengers on this tram. And this little tram goes around and shakes around a little bit.
By the way, if you like this channel, feel free to subscribe.
Now, the inspection time has come, which is 0 days, but not all passengers, only 11 passengers get off the tram at that station, because some are willing to travel further, so the tram of course did not come into the depot because it had some passengers. Now 21 passengers, and passengers is 0. This is not a bug because the tram needs to come home, so it won't carry any more passengers when it needs to come home for a inspection. So every time a passenger gets on to the tram, he can decide how many stations he wants to travel, and in the game this is written coded like he can travel 1, 2 or 3 stations, and if he travels that given number of stations, then he will get off the tram. Now the tram will come home. Yes, inspection is done. Next inspection is 35 days. So, and now this little truck has only 2 stations, and when someone decides that he wants to travel 3 stations, of course, when he reaches the same station where he got on to the tram, at that station he will automatically get off. So no one travels further than one whole circle. So that means you can have one station and it will work. That way everybody will travel one whole circle, and we can try this out whether this works. I will click dozer and I will demolish this. This says bus station, so yes, this is a station and not just a bus station, so another little bug, but I did remove this. So now let's see our little trams. We have 32 passengers, so that means that at the next stop every passenger will get off. And how do we know that? We will know that because the number of passengers are now who are waiting at that station, that will be the same number as the number of passengers after this tram stopped. So let's see how many passengers are here. The fact is that this is more than the tram can carry. So it was 45, and now it has 32 plus 12. Did I say 44 or 45? Maybe someone is missing, or no one is missing. You know, the way it does, you see that tram was here 2 days ago, which is 3 days ago, now 4 days ago. Every time a day passes by and the tram is not coming, people tend to go away because they have no trust in our company. Now only 37 passengers 5 days ago, and so on. Now you will see that the tram was here 1 day ago and 48 passengers are here. Tram was here 2 days ago and now 46 passengers. Three days ago and 43 passengers. Of course, the reputation will not go down so quick, but if we don't send a tram here, for example, for a 30 days, then our reputation will go lower at that given spot. By the way, let's see our global reputation, which is at 51.58%. Of course, we don't have to watch our bank balance now because this is just for testing. and we cannot go bankrupt in this game, but this is how trams work. And by the way, some of you told me, and maybe yes, you are right, that whether this tram object is too big or these rails are too much far apart from each other, or maybe both of these, but I have to fix this in the future. I think I will move the tram rails a little closer to each other, and that way it will look much nicer. I like to wait these 9 days now, 8 days till the next inspection. And by the way, now we see that our little train has income and also a little profit. Profit is lower because the new price was higher than the actual worth of our tram after 256 kilometers and 2 months. And of course we could buy another tram for this same track, for this same route also. But I'd like to wait now for this 5 and 4 days till the next inspection and see what will happen. Three more days, 2 more days, one more day till the next inspection, and the next inspection will come in any second. Now it's coming home, but it won't come home because it has some passengers on it. So now every 32 passengers will get off, but no one is going to get on to this tram, and the tram can easily come to this station, to this depot, to its own depot. That's why we see that it carries 0 passengers. It comes home, it's going to be inspected, the €5 fee is charged, and it's going to go on its route again. I like the way it shakes on the rail. Of course I did it with some sinus or cosinus functions. It comes home, yes, and €5 fee was charged. I would like to build a post office here, and some road, and I would like to show you something. Some minutes I will build another post office at the corner of this map here, and I built a depot here. I have to make a three-way crossing. Okay, I jump into this depot and I buy the debug and create a road for this, and I can specify any road. This is how I wanted it, because I wanted to go this way, to go around in a circle. Now it's good to go. And I hit go drive, and let's see what happens. And I hope they will meet each other in any of these spots. I hope we don't have to wait a lot, otherwise I will speed up this record a little bit, but I'm curious when they will meet. Until that, I will plant some nice trees here, because this place looks like it needs some trees. How they won't meet now?
By the way, if you like what I do, please feel free to subscribe.
By the way, I could help this to meet each other. By the way, let's see how this looks in a smooth style. Almost the same. But I prefer the classic one. Okay, I removed the road, so now it can go that way, but I will put the road back. And I do it in now. Oh, did they collide? I don't know. Was I too fast, or is my coding not working? I don't know. This little vehicle should wait until the tram drives by, and I couldn't really test this yet. Of course, this works with vehicles, but I'm not sure whether if it works with trams and trucks. I will have to find a way to make sure this. Oh, and I see another little bug. The grass is the ground surface in the depot is now green, which means when I change textures like minimal, it does not change the texture here in the depot. So this needs to be fixed, but this is not a big bug. This can be fixed in the future. Now I do this at this place again, and I will try to wait until the tram comes. Ah, it doesn't wait, so my code has some bugs. Again, I will try to fix these until the next episode. So this is how trams look and how it's coded. I hope you like this, and maybe in the next episodes I can show you some updates, and also the shortcut keys. By the way, now I'm going to save this for the next episode, TRAM with bugs, and I will continue from this saving in the next episode. So see you next time. Bye bye.